What's going on? We back with the Boxing Clinic and more early morning grind. Y'all know what it is. We back talking that real trail boxing talk, talking about Demetrius Andrade. His possible return could be in July. At Turning Stones Casino and Resorts up there in upstate New York, Verona, New York, versus Yamaguchi Falcao. The Brazilian, and Yamaguchi Falcao. His brother is going to be fighting Ryota Murata in Japan in October. So the two Brazilians are making some moves. I was like, dang, I thought, Falcao, hopefully I'm saying his name right. I know I'm saying his first name right. I hope, Falcao, don't, pass up on the Murata fight because that's a regular WBA title shot. I looked and I said, oh, he got a brother. And I kind of seen that last time when I looked up his brother, I can't pronounce his brother name, but, he lost his gold medal round to Ryota Murata. And this guy was a bronze medalist at the London Games, I believe. So he got some Olympic pedigree. I think like 15-0, 7 knockouts. I watched a little bit of tape of him. He a solid fighter, solid little resume, for a guy coming up. But this still ain't what the fans want. Demetrius Andrade is basically he's staying the same, He might be taking a slight step up if you consider that, because of the Olympic pedigree of Yamaguchi from Alantez Fox. But I mean, at the end of the day, don't nobody want to see him in these type of fights. He's just such a fucking frustration, dog. Andrade is such a frustration as a fighter to see where his career is going, and then Andre Rozier is defending him, saying that it's his promotion, Star and Banner Boxing. But he just read up with Star and Banner Boxing. Then he goes on IFL TV before and says a whole lot of, scared stuff. Oh, I'm not ready for Billy Joe Saunders yet, but I like to fight David Lemieux. I like to fight David Lemieux. I'm not ready for Billy Joe Saunders yet. Or I like to fight Gary Spike O'Sullivan. Like, why are you aiming for David Lemieux and Gary Spike Sullivan? People who already been quit and been knocked out. Why is that your aim? You know what I'm saying? It's not all his promotion. I'm not gonna let Andre Rozier slip that. This dude is a mental midget, man. For real. This is not all this, man. That's not all the promotion. You see how he talking? Who don't want a title shot? Your career has been, derailed. And don't put that all on his promotion. Some of this is his own doing, man. And they say his daddy be getting in the way, and that gotta be what it is. He got him thinking like a little girl. His career is just zooming past him. He fighting the Yamaguchi Falcos of the world. When you should be trying to fight, Danny Jacobs, Charlo, they should be trying to fight, Billy Joe Saunders. You know what I'm saying? But all of a sudden, I'm ready for Triple G. But you just said you wasn't ready for Billy Joe Saunders. You didn't want that shot. So, I mean, how can you be ready for Triple G but not Billy Joe Saunders? This dude is very, very frustrated, man. But, if this is the type of fights he want to be in, I mean, if I'm HBO, man, I don't want nothing to do with this dude after this, 3-fight deal. This would be his second fight. He might not get his next fight to 2019. Man, this dude is so inactive. He just runs his mouth. And you got people saying, oh, Charlo's scared of him. No, they not. How is they scared of somebody who don't fight? How are they scared of somebody who pulled out the fight versus Jamil? Made a career high payday and pulled out the fight. And then, went rogue for so long. Nobody heard of him. Nobody heard of him at the Alantez Fox fight. He's supposed to fight Sergey Shevchenko in December. He said, I had injured myself versus Alantez Fox, my shoulder. So, I couldn't fight. And then, we want to see what happens with this IBF. They might strip Triple G, which I doubt it at this point. He might go ahead and fight Sergey. So, if they strip him and they might order Sergey versus Demetrius Andrade, I guarantee Demetrius Andrade still don't take that fight. Oh, I need to warm up. Oh, my shoulder's still injured. Like, dude is a massive ducker, man. He's a massive ducker. And then the people who believe that, people are ducking him or they don't want to shoot the fade with him. Why would you shoot the fade? What does he do for you right now? Nothing. Being the inactive Demetrius Andrade, a dude that's a mental midget. You know what I'm saying? Dude that's pulling out of fights. When you pull out of fights and you're inactive, don't nobody want to make fights with you. And he did the same thing to Sergey Shevchenko. Oh, no, I can't make it December. That's too close to turn around the fight. This and that. Come on. Then his word that, he wanted to fight Sergey, and then, Sergey, team was quiet. I don't believe that, man. I don't believe that. Demetrius Andrade is a duck. He's a pussy. Makes the East Coast look bad, man. But I don't know exactly how active this Yamaguchi Falcao has been. I can't remember his dates, but he been fighting though in his career. I don't think he turned pro too long ago. Describe his style to me. He's an okay athlete. A little bit awkward with his punches. He's still still a little green, man. Still a little green. Can move a little bit, but he ain't really like slick. He kind of like stiff. He like stiff to me a little bit, man. How he's moving. He's not really, elusive like that natural slick motion, but he does move his head, and he's a southpaw, by the way. Andrade is a southpaw as well, so you got two southpaws. Seem to have a good straight left, good 1-2, from what I've seen, but he's still developing. And, out of all the middleweights in the world, I don't know how he comes up as an opponent, for HBO, but like I said, it's been a year of, shitty boo-boo fights for HBO. So it doesn't surprise me they go to the depths, of the bottom of the prospect barrel or to the prospect barrel to get this guy for Andrade. This does shit for his career, man. He should be trying to at least go for Billy Joe Saunders, man. Should at least be trying to go for, Charlo. She's trying to go for somebody, man, because his career is ugly. It's ugly right now, This ain't no fight that nobody asking to see. No offense to Yamaguchi, but this dude need to be in there with the top middleweights, man. Stop being at the bottom of the barrel, trying to just get fights and get paydays, man. He need to get away from his daddy and from all that management shit and try to step out on his own. But right now, I think he's mentally fried anyway. I think he's done as a fighter and his mentality. So we'll see. TBC and more we go.